See, this is the type of stuff, ooh, Italian hands. This is the type of stuff that I am Italian. That's fun to talk about. So Ivanka's dress last night, which I never would have thought I would like a dress like this, but I absolutely loved it on her. It was inspired by Audrey Hepburn. Isn't that very cool? So I'll tell you more about that in a second. But you know what I thought about when I was looking how they did this? So they recreated the dress. It's a replica. It's not the original. And it looks like a few things are changed. It was just heavily inspired by that. But I thought about Kim Kardashian. I don't know if you all remember, but she wore a Marilyn Monroe original, basically piece of history. It was the dress that Marilyn Monroe wore when she sang Happy Birthday to Kennedy. She wore the original dress, and not only were people upset that she wore the original dress, being that it's a piece of history and it was in a museum, but it was actually made specifically for Marilyn. She was sewn into it, and even the coloring of it was supposed to match Marilyn's skin tone. It was supposed to look like she was just wearing sparkles, I think, or something like that. So it did kind of look awkward on Kim. I'm like, why didn't you just recreate it and have a new thing that was inspired by that? Oh, and Kim couldn't even get it on all the way. So it didn't even fit her right. She couldn't button it all the way. And then there were rumors afterwards that it was ruined. A lot of the buttons were loose and the back was all worn, which wasn't really there before. So I'm like, why didn't you just recreate it? It would have looked better on you and you wouldn't have, anyway. It was also nice to see Vogue talk about the Trumps in a positive light. So thank you, Vogue. And they detailed a little more here. It was a recreation custom that was supposed to be inspired by the 1954 film Sabrina, and that was in a scene with Audrey Hepburn and Humphrey Bogart. Very cool.